Hey YouTube family, hope you guys are all doing well and are locked up safely during this COVID-19 pandemic lockdown. I thought you guys may be getting bored, so I decided to do another one of our virtual travel episodes. Now you guys may have traveled to Thailand on a lot of occasions. Some occasions might be just for a beach destination, just for backpacking, just for trying out the food, or even a destination wedding. But have you ever thought what a luxury yachting holiday in Thailand actually looks like? On to the video, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon. Do not forget to ask us questions about how we do our blogging, how we get sponsored travel, or even about the destination Thailand itself. You know, how to get there, what's the visa process for Indians, and what are the flights that you can actually fly out there by. So guys, first things first, how do you actually get to Thailand? Now there are quite a few flights from here to Thailand, and one of the major destinations being New Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Bangalore, and you've got quite a few destinations in Thailand that you can actually fly to. And there are quite a few airlines along with that who actually fly there. So you've got Thai Airways, you've got Air India, you've got Air Asia, you've got Malindo, and the one that we actually flew by, Go Air. Now let me just think, how many have we actually written for? So we've written for Air India, we've written for Air Asia, we've written for Malindo, and we've also written for Go Air. So before you plan your trip, this is how the prices of going to Thailand actually look like. Most of the prices of tickets one way are range between 5k to 7k depending upon the kind of airline that you choose or the baggage checks that you actually choose. If you're choosing for more amount of baggage or it's only cabin baggage, then the prices are much more lower. Now what I'm going to talk to you about is the Go Air business. It may be a destination that may be a favorite of a lot of you people, but flying to Phuket is no mean thing. You actually have to fly to Bangkok first and then take a connecting flight to Phuket most of the times. But thanks to Go Air, now you've got direct flights from Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore to Phuket, where you can go there and enjoy your beach destination however much you want it to be. Now Go Air has introduced a new business class which is a bit different. It's just a modified and better version of the economy class. You've got better leg room, the middle seat is free, and you also get personalized service regarding to you will get a food and meal and a beverage on board. Along with that, you will get priority check-in and priority baggage. Now a lot of you might have gone to Thailand before and know of the visa process. For those who are going there for the first time, the visa process is quite simple. You actually have to just fill out a departure and arrival card which is given to you in the airlines itself along with the visa form, and you have to submit your photographs along with passport which has got enough pages and the air tickets, and you can get a visa which was at the time I went in January, it was free, but sometimes it is charged around 2000 baht. So there are periods when there are no charges on the visa for Indians, but there are some times when there are charges. So you should actually kind of like look into it when you're going beforehand whether it's visa free at that point of time or not. It usually takes about 30 minutes at the visa counter in the visa lines to actually get the visa, and then you can just move along. If you want to get a longer visa, then you will have to apply at the Royal Thai Embassy in Delhi along with Kolkata and Mumbai, I think, and when you can get a longer visa of more than 30 days if you wanted to. Now, yachting is one of the most luxurious activities that you can actually plan of doing. And Phuket is one of the major destinations in Southeast Asia from where you can actually plan your yachting holiday. Now why is a yachting holiday so much more different from what a normal holiday is? Now the thing about water lovers is that they want to enjoy water in different ways and at their own times and responsibilities, you know, not where you are pushed around by people that you've got just an hour to spend on the beach and you have to go back somewhere. Here is where a yachting experience actually comes into play. You can take off your yacht for a day or two or even for a week and actually kind of like put anchor in the middle of the sea and actually enjoy God's beautiful nature to your heart content. Now we went along to the Phang Nga Bay along with the owner of Royal Phuket Marina, Mr. Guru Lalwani, on his 70-foot yacht known as Darling, and it was a tremendous experience. Now the whole part of this experience is that you can eat on board. You've got a set of stewards and cooks who cook some food for you. You've got drinks on board. After that, you can actually get down into the water, get down into the crystal blue, beautiful water, and actually kind of like do some diving if you want to. Or you can actually just stop off at some of the islands that are along the way. Now you've got James Bond Island where you can actually explore the beaches, or you can go over to Naka Island for some lunch at some place where you can dig into some really good Thai special food, some seafood, or even go to the Banana Beach where you can Kohe Beach, near Banana Beach, where you've got quite a few activities to do. You can actually take a dip in the ocean, you can ride out on a swing, and you can do so much more when you have a yacht. Holiday does not come cheap, at least in Thailand. I mean, Thailand would be one of the most cheapest places to get a yachting holiday for you. I mean, comparing to where you get so much in Europe. Usually they start off at around 90,000 rupees per day for a single day of yachting, but you can actually extend it a quite few number of days. And the best part about yachting is that you can either do it on a single person, not a single person I would say, with your loved one, or even a group of friends, and the prices would still remain the same. So if 6 of you go for a single day, it's just 15,000 rupees per person, and you can have an experience of a lifetime. Now let me talk a bit about the Royal Phuket Marina, from where we actually stayed and were hosted and actually planned our trip to Phang Nga Bay. Now the thing about the marina is that it can store a huge number of boats. So if you actually have a boat or are a boat owner, or actually want to rent out a boat for a couple of days, or even for a single day, you can actually go to the marina, have your boat stored there, or actually rent one off. If you plan on living in Thailand for a few amount of days and actually having the better part of a yachting holiday, rent one of the houses that Royal Phuket Marina has. Now these houses can be priced on different links. I'll put the link of Royal Phuket Marina in the comments below so that you can kind of like just check it out. And this is one place that you should must go to kind of check out how this place is. The Royal Phuket Marina also has other experiences, including a restaurant where you can just stop off before actually going off on your yachting holiday, or even just when coming back. We had actually gone was the Thailand Yacht Show 2020, and we had actually gone there courtesy of Royal Phuket Marina and GoAir. So we're going to be putting the links of both of them in the description below. So if you want to book your flights to Phuket soon, or actually plan a yachting holiday, both of these are at your disposal. Now what the Thailand Yacht Show 2020 actually had was some really amazing food, some really amazing drinks, and some really amazing company, and yachts for that matter. So there were quite a few yachts that were parked around there. You could actually plop into one of the yachts, see them around, how they were actually built. There were yachts which were smaller in size, coming in from somewhere around around 15 feet, or speedboats like that, to actually the super luxurious yachts which were about 4 feet in a 4-floor stall and around 70 to 90 feet in length. Along with that, we could also try out some really amazing oysters and champagne, and actually there was some really amazing music playing at night, which we actually attend and actually cap off a really amazing holiday. So the Thailand Yacht Show, whenever it comes back after the lockdown, is something that you must attend for a luxurious holiday.